Oh, pro fan Logan. Colts season is creeping up on us. We just had our first official preseason game, man. You were there. You were in attendance. How's Boston, by the way?
Boston was freaking wicked, man. Wicked
Wick.
smart. Wicked smart.
Okay, dude. That's sick.
Got to develop the accent a little bit, you know. Everyone actually talks like that over there too. Like that
Really?
is not a joke. That is not a lie. Every single person that I interacted with over there has that accent.
See, I heard Boston sports fans are also kind of like Philly sports fans. Did you run into that, or was it just like preseason? No one gave a fuck. Like,
So, no one really, yeah, it was preseason, so everyone was pretty tame. But I will say, I did almost get into it with one Patriots fan, but
okay,
kind of crazy enough, we ended up uh, becoming friends at the end. We became
okay.
friendly
Shaking
enemies, if
hands
that
and
makes sense. Yeah.
kissing.
We
Yep,
literally
there you
were
go.
shaking hands, talking about, football. So yeah, at the
Was
end
it
of the
like
day,
that?
we all love the same thing. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
My favorite was that one Niners guy that was sitting in front of us. We went to the Niners game and we were just chirping him, and then he was just laughing the whole time. It
Dude,
was
that was
great.
funny. Yeah, Aaron.
It was so
Aaron.
much.
I remember his name. Shout
Aaron,
out Aaron.
Aaron, shout out Aaron if you're watching this. Probably not, but shout out. Shout out
If
to
you are, I don't know why you are.
I don't know why you are. Well, we're back, guys. Another episode of Colts Unplugged. We're going to focus on two things. One, Colts preseason game, because we didn't get a chance to talk about it. Logan was traveling. I was traveling. And then we're going to talk about kind of what's going on right now. Colts Training Camp. Logan attended yesterday. Got some good tweets out there. Good news that I think a lot of you guys should be able to hear or should hear. I'm going to start, though. We're going to talk about preseason. Logan, I tweeted this out first because Destin tweeted it. Positions that he was like most excited to watch at Colts training camp, at a first preseason game, and I mentioned wide receiver depth, D line depth, Seth McGowan, and QB2 battle. Right? Were your were your thoughts kind of similar when it came to who you're looking for? Were you looking for something different? What did that look like for you? And what did you get out of it? I guess from those position groups.
So I would say, let's see, wide receiver depth, D line depth, Seth McGowan, QB2 battle. My biggest, I mean, obviously, I think most people were looking this way, right? In that first preseason game, if you're a Colts fan, was the QB2 battle. So that was the most obvious one for me. Really was looking at that very closely. The defensive line depth is one that was a bit of it was a pleasant, right? Very pleasant, but a bit of
Yeah,
a shocker for me. I did not know that these guys would come out and just have a day, like a
especially
stellar day,
Caden Curry,
especially
man.
Caden Curry,
My
bro.
goodness.
I said it on my video that I made right after the game. I was like, "Welcome to the NFL, Caden Curry," because I knew the
Crazy.
guy could play, right? Everyone knew the guy could play, but it's so hard at that position, right? At that defensive line position, at the edge position or the three tech, whatever you want to call it.
That's crazy that he
Yeah.
played at the three tech and the DT position, and he played well at that
Dude,
position for
it's
a
so
smaller
hard
guy
at
at that
that
side.
position. It is so
Yeah,
hard. Like people gotta understand that it's very difficult to
yeah,
play very well that quickly at that position. It's very rare. I mean, we've
yeah,
seen it with Latu. It's taken him a while, right, to really, step into that role because it takes guys multiple years to really do that. So that was a
sure.
pleasant surprise for me. I thought McGowan obviously he got screwed over. He got hosed a little bit
Totally
on
screwed
that
over.
fumble
Yeah,
call.
fumble
Dude
call.
was literally sitting on the ground. The ball was physically on the ground, and somebody came over and just smacked it out of his hands. I was like, okay,
Yeah, dude.
okay,
Refs were in midseason form
yeah,
already. I
mid-season form, but
I will say though, I was already wrong here. Like this, I said that pre-game. I don't think there's a QB2 battle. Riley will be the backup come season, and I don't know. Riley wasn't really the guy that I think was performing at a high
right.
level. Let's say, so
You know, you know, Addy. I think the president of the Anthony
I'm back,
Richardson fan club is back.
dude. Am I fucking back?
Are
Because look
we
at this guy.
so? Are we so fucking back?
Hey, listen, I just
Like,
want to put it out there. I think if this is going live on Twitter right now, which it should be, sometimes it doesn't work. I am DJ QB1 because I do think he's obviously
right,
the
right.
better
Yep.
quarterback. We all recognize that.
We know that.
And people were like, dude, you used to be all AR. Yes, dude, I'm still going to root for the kid. He is in my eyes, like I love Anthony. I got engaged on the day that he got drafted in Italy, so I thought it was just like meant to be. That's my guy. But I hope he succeeds if it's not on the Colts. But just seeing these numbers excited me. He started off kind of streaky the way Anthony Richardson starts, and he had a fumble. That pick wasn't his fault. But to come out of it, dude, and have a 78% completion percentage, 145 passing yards, 55 rushing yards, I mean,
Cup
cup
clap.
clap for that.
Cup
And
clap.
people will come and say, he's a third year, fourth year guy. Like he should have been doing this year one, year two. He's 23 years old still, 24 years old. These guys sometimes still take time to develop. He's coming off a major eye injury, and other injuries in his short NFL career thus far. So, what are your takes on this? Because I'm actually really intrigued.
Yeah.
What do you do with the QB2 position? Is it more valuable to keep AR or move off of him?
100%. I love the question. Number one, first things first, I have to again highlight, guys, 78% completion percentage, almost 80% for AR. Come on, that's what we wanted. That's what we've been wanting. We wanted to see some of the accuracy issues get a little bit better, right? And so take the wins when you can get them, guys. 78% completion percentage is right where you want to see Anthony Richardson. So shout out to AR for that. Really stepped up in a big way there. Number two, what do you do with Anthony Richardson at the quarterback two position? I just spoke with Justin yesterday at training camp. We watched camp together from the Riding the Bench podcast. Shout out Justin.
Shout out Justin.
Gotta have him on soon. But anyways, he and I were talking about it, and it comes down to this. Riley Leonard, we know exactly what we're going to get out of Riley Leonard. He's not going to surprise us. He's not going to shock us.
I mean, he shocked me week 17 versus the Texans.
But we
know
what we're going to get, though, right? Like, that's like, I think, to be honest with you, Addy, I think that's Riley Leonard's absolute ceiling. Okay, I think he's a guy who can come in and mix it up. He can make a couple plays for you, throw a couple deep throws, whatever, right? But I don't know if that's enough in the NFL at the quarterback two position to, in a pinch, win you a game or two. And so we talked about how Anthony Richardson, while he might not be the most consistent quarterback, right? Obviously, we know that. He struggles with consistency. In a pinch, if you need him for one game, 2 games, because anything more than that, we're talking about potentially a washed season, right?
Sure.
As we know, if Daniel Jones goes down for 2, 3, 4, 5 games, whatever,
we're fucked. With our schedule, too.
Yeah, we're absolutely fucked. So it's like, who cares? But in a situation like that, quarterback two, 10 out of 10 times, 20 out of 20 times, million out of a million times, I'm taking Anthony Richardson because his ceiling is so much higher. Yes, his floor is arguably lower than
Sure.
Riley Leonard's, right? And sometimes some of those turnovers and things like that can lose you games. But if you're talking about a pinch and you want one guy for one game, give me Anthony Richardson. You saw what he can do with his legs.
Exactly.
If he can get it together with the completion percentage like he did in the preseason game, right? Take the easy throws, then you love his upside. That's what everyone's always been talking about him. So
and I think
that's what I would do. But what about
unless you're getting like a second round pick, like I would just keep Anthony. And you're not getting a second round pick, by the way, for Anthony, at least this season. And so I would totally agree. He's a guy that is going to give you the best opportunity. I always question, like, if he was healthy last season when DJ went down, do they call up Rivers? Like, I'm not exactly sure. I know Steichen has a pretty good relationship with Rivers, been his coach for a while, but I think they might have just rolled with Anthony, would have been my guess. But he kind of, bad injury, but he kind of lost his chances there at becoming, the starter last season with that injury happening. But I do think that we know for sure is his salary right now, we can pay him. It's fine. Next season is where it jumps kind of high. To the point where it's like, do we move off of this guy? Could he be the future post 31-year-old at the time, Daniel Jones? I don't know. But I think at least for this season, you got to keep Anthony around because exactly what Logan said.
Can I say too on that point with Riley Leonard? I just want people to consider this. The Colts went out. And it was amazing, right? It was a fun time. I would do it over again if I could, right? It was so much fun with Phillip Rivers coming in at 45 years old. But they went out and they brought in a 45-year-old Phillip Rivers that hadn't played in 5 seasons over Riley Leonard, who was cleared to play. He was cleared to play. Yes, he was injured, but he was cleared to play.
Exactly.
And so I just want you guys to consider that. I don't think the team trusts all that much in Riley Leonard as a starter either, okay? He had his I think everyone's like, oh, my God, he had his great game against the Texans. let's pump the brakes a bit because the Texans had most of their backups in by the second quarter. So again, I understand, guys. I understand it's a flash in the pan. It looked fun. It would be amazing if Riley Leonard was just this amazing quarterback. But the fact of the matter is the Colts chose 45-year-old Phillip Rivers over a healthy Riley Leonard. He was cleared. He was cleared to play. He was
Very
cleared
true.
to play. So
Very true.
Yeah.
A few more things I want to talk about real quick, and then we can go into training camp. One, I tweeted this like after the first drive. I don't know how to describe it, but AJ Halsey just looks like an all-pro safety. I thought he had a good game, good showing. But
Dude,
he just looks like an all-pro fucking safety. Like I said this right after, or like in the middle of the first drive, or something like that. Of
Dude,
that
go
preseason
to
game.
my Twitter because I literally said something so similar, bro.
Really?
I said this dude's gonna be an all pro. I can feel it in my bones.
You can just feel it. Like
Yeah.
this guy is literally just going to be an all-pro player.
So scroll down. It's
Oh,
like
look, your live's working. My
Yeah.
live is still not working. Let's see here.
little bit, right? Oh wait, yep, right there.
Bang.
I
23
said-
hours ago.
I said, yeah, this dude is a future all pro. I can feel it in my bones.
Dude, he's serious. Doesn't it feel that way? Like the
Yeah.
way he was playing, I'm just like, did we just found our strong safety for a while now? Like
Yeah.
I just felt that way. You know, I felt very strongly about his showing.
I like the way he was moving out there. I think that more than anything in the preseason is what you're looking for because you can't take too much out of preseason, but one thing that you can take out of preseason is how guys are moving and how they're looking as far as reacting to the speed of the game. I think is
Yeah.
a big one. You don't want to take too much from a preseason performance, but the one thing again that I think you can take is the movement, how a guy looks.
Yeah, and he was
and
one
looked
of.
the part.
I totally agree. And then just a couple more things. I think Bodiger.
I thought it was
right?
Betcher. I
Betcher?
think it's Bryce
Betcher?
Betcher. Yeah.
Bryce Betcher. I thought he had a phenomenal game. What a big hit he had. I thought Jalen
Dumper.
Carlisle, our guy, looked really good in coverage. And so hopefully he gets more opportunity. We'll talk more about that in training camp segment because I think you have some stuff to talk about. And then Will Mallory. You
Hey.
know he's my guy.
Hey,
And
Colts
balled
preseason
out.
Hall of Famer, right? Cup
Someone
clap.
said, I think Zach Hicks said
Cup
that
clap.
it's okay that we lost Michael Pittman Jr. because the guy that has the exact same metrics is Will Mallory. And I think that's fucking hilarious to think about.
Fuck it, line him up on the outside and have him
Please,
start running
dude.
some routes, bro.
Please, dude. Overall, though, I mean, we ended up kind of how Colts football ends up. 13-13 tie, as always. We're just
we
the
can't-
Indianapolis Colts.
We can't leave the preseason game 1 recap though without talking a little bit about the kicker battle.
Yeah.
By the way, like, bro,
63 yards, 61
61-yarder,
off his
Spencer
injury?
Schrader. Are you
My goodness.
you kidding me, brother?
Is he back?
Just knocked it in like with room to spare. With
I know,
room to
dude.
spare.
I think he's back. So back. This kicking competition's back. It was Blake Rupes to lose, and motherfucker, he might have fucking lost it.
I swear,
So,
dude. But yeah, I will say Blake Groupie had a massive lead in the kicker competition. That massive lead is damn near gone after that
Yeah.
61-yard. I think
Very
it's,
missed
I think
opportunity.
it's neck and neck. So
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree.
good stuff. Good stuff from Spencer. All right, you want me to pull up my takeaways from
Yeah.
practice yesterday? Perfect.
Oh, you.
All right, cool. So I was out at ye old practice yesterday, and I will tell you, Addy, it makes sense because at this point in the season, you know, we're in the season. It's an early season, right? But at this point in training camp, rather, 12 practices in, it was super hot out there yesterday. I think the offense was definitely lagging behind. I think most people saw that if you follow any of the Colts reporters and anybody that was out there. It was Daniel Jones' worst practice. There's no way to sugarcoat it, guys, yesterday. He threw back-to-back picks. The ball placement was poor and had his first fumbling mishap with the snap of training camp as well at the end of practice in the red zone session. Dude, it was one of those days, like I said, you just burn the tape for Daniel Jones. There wasn't anything you could really salvage from it. It's like, it's just a bad practice. You just move on. And
I tweeted
you
it
forget about
yesterday.
Yeah.
I tweeted yesterday. This is good. Like I
need
want
that.
him if he's gonna have a day like this, one, make it be in practice, right? If there's
Yes.
ever gonna be days like this, keep it away from games, learn from it, move on. And I think a guy, especially like coming off an Achilles injuries, you need to have a bad practice because you've been playing so well. Like you need to kind of temper expectations, come back down to earth a little bit. You're playing against a good secondary. Wally was playing on the
Yep.
outside. Sauce was there. I know Mooney was out, but you're playing against a good secondary. It's okay to have a bad day like this. And I think Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid said it best. They said this a few years ago that like if you're not having as a quarterback a bad camp day, or they're saying something like you'd rather just have a bad camp day than not have it than have just great camp days every
Right.
single day than go to his season. So this is a good thing. It's a learning opportunity. I'm honestly kind of happy. I was waiting for, hey, can we get a bad day?
No, it was
to
a
happen?
stinker. It was an actual stinker. And you're right. It's if he would have just been on a streak every single practice moving into the season, you would start to sort of get a little scared because you'd be like, where's the drop off or where's the
our
fall off?
defense?
Yeah,
Also,
where's the
like,
defense?
where the fuck is our defense?
They're getting lit up. No, yeah. So the defense definitely has had some days out at camp where they've dominated, and yesterday was 100% dominated from start to finish. I can say
Very good.
by the defensive unit. So shout out the defense.
And it was cool seeing Wally on the outside,
Yes.
you know. So I'm curious to see what the Colts do if Sauce or Mooney were to miss any time. You kick Wally outside, you move Westbrook Akine into the slot, into the nickel would be my guess. But
Westbrook Akine.
or fucking
Cam Taylor-Britt?
Cam Taylor-Britt.
Okay, I was gonna say. I was like, bro, where? I was like,
My
it's
mind was on
Monday. It's
Westbrook
Monday,
Akine.
guys. It's Monday. I was like, we're
I just fucking
moving.
love that guy.
I tried to double take because I was like, did he just say Westbrook Akine is
Bro, it's all
moving
the
over
double-
to the
it's the hype.
defensive side?
It's the hyphenated last
Yeah.
names, bro. I met Cam Taylor-Britt after his one-game suspension. If something were to happen injury-wise to our top two corners, moving Wally outside wouldn't be bad, and Taylor-Britt on the inside maybe would be kind of the move. But
You heard
We'll
it
see.
here first, guys, from Adi Schefter. He is officially dropping the news that Nick
Bro.
Westbrook Akine is moving to corner, and he will be an All-Pro corner this year for
There
the
you go.
Indianapolis Colts. So.
I'm Addy Charnia, bro. Come on. No
Oh yeah,
shit.
sorry, yeah, you're Adi Charnia, and I'm Logan
Fan
Rappaport.
Logan Rappaport. Pro fan Rappaport.
Yeah, pro fan rap sheet.
Pro fan rap sheet, bro. You gotta hire him.
Yeah, for sure. Also, standout day. Wanted to say again for Seth McGowan. That was honestly probably one of my biggest takeaways. Brother, I'm excited for him to be
So
RB2,
pumped.
man.
So
I'm pumped. I'm so
Round
pumped.
7 guy.
What a
Oh,
cool story. Late round pick. Just a guy who comes in and just works, man. Absolutely worker. He is a hard-nosed, blue-collar worker, bro.
That's what you
Love
gotta
it.
be, bro. As
Yeah.
a 7th-round pick, guys like Isaiah Pacheco,
Yeah.
guys like Seth McGowan. You come in, you run hard, you prove
Dude.
yourself, and he's gonna win himself a RB2 job.
Looks the
because
freaking
of
part,
it.
man. That's what you want to see again. You want to see
I
a guy
know.
that just looks the part, and he looks the damn part.
Take some reps off of JT, Like
Yeah.
you cannot be running being a part of 83% of snaps despite how good he is as a running back. So
He had a nice, and I'm telling you, he's had a couple of these now in camp, but the big highlight for him was this 50-yard touchdown run that I tweeted here. Dude, just absolutely burst through the line, untouched, basically. 50-yard touchdown.
Sick, dude.
Like in game, it would have been a 50-yard touchdown. Nobody was
Sick.
touching him. It was awesome.
just happy to get our Zach Moss
Crowd
back,
went wild
baby.
for sure.
We're
So,
back.
Good to see. On the Anthony Richardson front, I know we just talked about him, so I'll talk about him and Leonard. He just looked okay, honestly. And again, it was because the offense had a down day. He did have a bit classic Anthony Richardson experience, right? He had an abysmal intercept. Like, it was bad. Justin looked
Yeah.
over at me and was like, bro, that looked like Jalen Jones was the intended wide receiver. And I was like,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, it looked like Jalen Jones was
Hey,
the
Goat
one that was
mentioned.
running
Goat
the-
mentioned. Jalen Jones mentioned.
Yes. Hey, shout out Jalen Jones. We
Shout out Jalen
believe in you,
Jones.
brother. If
Always will.
we really want you to make the team. We really want you to make the
Yeah,
team.
more than make the team. I hope he. Yeah,
want you to
yeah,
play.
He's good.
We want
Actually,
you to
maybe not over like Mooney and Sauce, but like,
Yeah.
God forbid something happens.
And then again, to the other quarterback two, or other guy that's vying for quarterback two rather, is Riley Leonard, and he unimpressive. he just had an unimpressive practice. Unfortunately, I mean the offense was all around unimpressive, of course, so that included him. But
Kind Kind of feels like the story of camp, though, right? They've been
Yeah.
saying that he's been holding the ball too long. They said it in the preseason game too, and showed yesterday.
Do you remember that play in the preseason game? I think it was in the third quarter for Riley Leonard. Not just the interception, but there was a play where he literally ran around and then tried to like double take and then kind of circled back around again and then just like fell. So he just took like a 30-yard loss, like a 30-yard like for no reason.
Honestly, I might have like gone to like take a shit or something
I
during that time.
I was gonna say I gotta show you that eventually. I find that clip.
How is that not all over Twitter?
Because bro, it was bad. Like he pulled like a. It was almost like he tried to pull a Josh Allen, you know, where Josh Allen like runs around, then he runs around this way, then he runs around back this way.
Josh Allen.
He tried to do that, and I'm like, bro, you're not Josh Allen, bro. Stop, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Anyways,
you're stealing his Week 18 Texans.
Yeah,
dude.
man. But yeah, man, he took a few sacks, held the ball too long, so definitely not a great day for Riley Leonard. Another thing to note though on that front between the two quarterbacks, I don't know if this is just how they run it or if they switch every day, but Anthony Richardson got significantly more reps than Riley Leonard did yesterday. So I don't know if they switch every day on that, but you would think that Riley Leonard would get more reps if he's going to be starting in the preseason game. I don't know how they do that.
So I saw Justin tweet out that, dude, Justin's mentioned so much. Why the fuck he's not in this?
Hey, he's my dog. I literally watched all practice with him yesterday. So
there you go. I saw him tweet that despite like my previous tweet, like he's referring to his tweet that Anthony Richardson was getting a lot of snaps. He said it kind of evened out like towards the end. Riley got a lot more snaps. And I do think that Riley will get a majority
to an extent, but he got like AR was pretty dominant most of the practice. Yeah, it was like Riley started getting some at the end, but
you know why I feel that? It's probably because Riley will get majority of the second team work with joint practices, would be my guess. Going up against the Falcons, and then would be my guess, just because he's playing then. Maybe,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be my guess. But also, Steichen and Ballard continue to fuck with me every day.
Dude,
so
honestly,
I don't know.
like I will say even more than Ballard. Steichen is unbelievable. How do you figure him out? I mean, like the dude is an actual.
How does his wife do it? Like what?
There's no way. There's no way she knows anything about that man. Oh my god!
You asked the kid about you asked Steichen about injury history. About injuries. He's all over the place. Like if his wife, you asked Steichen, "Hey, where were you tonight?" Oh, I was whatever. I don't know what he'd say.
Hanging out with the boys. Having a couple
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
We're not insinuating that Shane Steichen is in a bad relationship
going on.
Okay, we're just saying that Shane. I think sometimes you could be a bit more straightforward. All right,
or more communicative. You know, like
we love you though, Shane. There's no hate.
We do.
No hate here. We love you, Shane.
Want you to stay, even when we get rid of Ballard.
Yeah, just please, just take some more media training classes, please. Yep. That's all I'm asking you.
Come on the pod if you want. We can help.
Come on the pod. We can help you with the media training.
We can live stream it. Like we can show the whole world how great of a coach you are, and person, and communicator.
God, this is why I love Colts Unplugged. If you're not following Colts Unplugged and subscribe to Colts Unplugged, are you actually a real Colts fan?
I don't think
you have to ask yourself that at some point. Exactly. Are you even a real Colts fan?
That's what I'm saying.
Is really, and I do want to switch to end it off on the training camp side to the defense, of course, because they were the highlight of the day. Let's give credit where credit is due.
100%.
For me, the linebackers and the defensive backs were the big stars. They dominated. There was lots of flying around, of course, great coverage, PBUs, interceptions. Like I mentioned earlier, Jalen Jones had a pick on AR. Mekhi Blackman, thankfully, little Mekhi Blackman sighting after getting toasted in the preseason game.
Yeah, I didn't talk about that tweet. Oh my god, I was like, "What the fuck is he doing, bro?"
But Blackman had a bit of a redemption moment. He had a pick six on a tipped ball from Latu. Bynum.
So that's more Latu than anything.
True. Yeah. True.
Blackman was just there.
Blackman was kind of there, and he was like, "Hey, sometimes you got to be there to take your moment." So. But Cam Bynum again continues to just. I told Justin this, who I was sitting next to as well. Cam Bynum has just really been impressing me in this camp because I think he's going to take another step this year actually to become like a second team All Pro or first team All Pro safety. The dude's a ball hawk. He really is. I mean, he just always seems to be around where the ball is.
What an
And
underrated signing by Ballard
I
a
know.
season ago. And then on top of that all, he is more than likely going to be our green dot. It's not going to be CJ
Crazy.
Allen.
Yeah.
Lou Anarumo is probably assigning it to Cam Bynum, which is going to be interesting.
He
But I'm
just does
excited for it.
everything right from that safety position. He really does. He's not really the hardest hitter. He's not the hardest tackler or the most sure tackler or whatever you have it. But everything he does, the technique is just on point. It just looks good. He does it right, and then he's just in the right place at the right time all the time. He has those
And the sellies.
instincts. Yeah.
And the
And the
dances.
sellies are amazing. I mean,
Just like add-on.
that's
It's
just a
cherry on
freaking
top,
cherry
right?
on top, bro. And not to
Yeah,
mention,
dude.
he genuinely is a great human being. Like I think
Yeah.
I think he's a top 5 human being on the Colts for
Top
sure.
5 human being on the Colts. Who are the other 4?
I don't even
I'm
know. He
so
might
curious.
be one. He
He's
might be
probably one. Has
Yeah.
to be.
Dude is literally smiling every single time I look at him. I'm like, has he ever
Yeah.
been sad in his entire life?
Has he
Ever
ever
been
gone through
angry?
a heartbreak
Yeah.
before? Has he ever
Dude is
experienced
living his life like a movie.
movie?
Anyways, yeah, no, love Cam Bynum. He had a great pick there. And then Jalen Carlisle. Shout out Jalen Carlisle. Again, great day in coverage. Good to see him out there getting more reps because I know in the past he hasn't gotten that many reps in Lou Anarumo's defense. So hopefully he continues to.
The injury, right? Last season. and
Exactly, yeah.
He's the best coverage linebacker on this team, point blank, period.
Point blank,
in my
yeah.
opinion.
You got a point. And then we can't end the training camp segment without talking about the hometown kid, man. Caden Curry with another stellar practice.
Legendary.
I'm so excited for him, man. What are your thoughts on him and just what are you looking to see out of him this year, realistically?
Yeah, I'm really pumped and excited to see a guy that was taken in the 5th round. Played this well.
Was it
Granted,
sixth,
it
fifth
is
or sixth?
5th or 6th round, right?
Yeah.
Regardless, it was preseason and his training camp, so it's like it's just really good to see a guy that's have Chris Ballard said that you want to get young, you want more energy, you want to get fast. Who better describes that than Bryce Betcher and Caden Curry, in my opinion? So even Betty agrees with me. I heard her in the background. So she agrees with me as well.
She's hype as hell for Caden Curry, bro.
Exactly. And the fact that he's showed off, what he can do from the edge, but he showed off what he can do from the tackle position as well. That's really exciting to see from a young guy. And remember, this guy went to what? The Ohio State University. He's not some bum that they dragged off some, I don't know where, but he went to the Ohio State University, taken in the 6th round. So I'm excited for his energy. I'm excited for his presence. I think he can turn into a leader. Granted, he continues to play at a high level as a 6th round pick and stays on the 53-man roster. So
yeah, 100%. I think he's one of those guys where he gets overlooked because maybe some of the athletic deliverables are not there.
Yep.
But again, just an incredibly technically sound player, right? He just does everything right and he works really hard. And as we've seen in the NFL, that can get you kind of far sometimes. If you just do everything right, you have the right technique, you're just a ball player and you have tenacity and, just unrelentless motor, right? That can get you pretty far in the NFL.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that so far from Caden Curry. So shout out to Caden Curry, hometown kid. I saw, cup clap. I saw one thing about him recently where they asked him about the media after practice was like, hey, are you going to have a bunch of family in attendance? And he's like, yeah, a bunch of my family are already season ticket holders because
they live here.
He's grew up a Colts fan. So
Homegrown.
what a life for him, man. I hope it really works out for him. And I hope he, continues to be an Indianapolis Colt for life and gets to a 2nd and 3rd contract because how cool would that be? What an
That's
amazing
almost just
story.
Extra motivation. It's like you get to not only play in the NFL, but you get to play for your hometown team.
Crazy.
It's just crazy to think of.
Crazy, man. About. Well, guys, I appreciate it. I know Mr. Ati Oberoi appreciates it as well for you guys stopping in and listening to us blockheads chat for a few minutes about
blockheads.
No, blockheads.
I heard you say blockheads.
Yeah. But much appreciated. Make sure you click that subscribe button for more of the most unfiltered, as you can hear and see, Colts content on the internet, and follow us on all socials. I am at Fan Logan. He is at Ati Oberoi. And as always, go Colts.
Go Colts.